4 10-page papers due and I lost again. Fingers crossed. Hi, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Brennan. If this is the first time you're seeing me, if not, welcome back. So I know before y'all hop on me, I've been gone, I came back, and then I left again, and now I'm back again. I'm sorry. I don't have an excuse for it other than life happened and I had a lot of school going on and I wanted to enjoy these like 6 months, these 5 months before law school started, but I'll get into all of that later in the video. So today I'm filming a life update. I've had a lot going on in my life in the past few months, since the beginning of the year honestly, and I am finally getting the time to sit down and mentally process everything. I have earned my master's since I've been gone. I have turned 23 and I'm getting ready to go into my 1L year of law school, and I'm gonna cover all of that in this video. I just wanted to introduce myself if it's the first time you're seeing me, and if it's not the first time you've seen me, thank you for coming back, because I know, and if you saw that flicker, no you did not. I just wanted to say thank you so much if you're a returning viewer, because I know I am very inconsistent, but the fact that you are consistent means a lot to me. So without any further ado, let's get into this life update. So if you see me looking down or off to the side, I'm looking at my phone because I have all my notes and everything that I wanted to cover in this video written down on here, because I don't want to miss anything. This video may or may not be kind of lengthy because like I said, I want to make sure I get everything out for everybody so they know where I've been. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was my degree. So if you've watched any of my videos from like September of 2021, whatever I have out, from then until like March of this year, during that entire time frame, I was working on and earning my master's in legal studies. So I'm officially a MLS. I did my program through Purdue Global University, which I really love. I highly recommend if you're looking for an online convenient school. This is not sponsored, this is just my true honest opinion. I worked full-time the entire time I was earning this degree. I didn't feel overwhelmed with the amount of work that we had. It worked perfectly with my work schedule. I work an 8 to 5 job and I was able to maintain good grades. I graduated with a 4.0 GPA and maintain my job at the same time, and a social life, which is surprising because I did not have a social life when I was earning my bachelor's degree. So I completed my degree on March. It was sometime in March I finished my degree. It was, I don't want to say that it was an easy degree because it most definitely was not, especially when it came down to the capstone, but it was, working up to the capstone, it was a very easy degree. The capstone is where you really had, is like, it's also called like a dissertation. The capstone, a lot of work went into those 4 weeks. I had 4 10-page papers due over the course of a month. I had 1 due each week. I didn't know it was possible, but I got a paper cut on my eye when I was finalizing my final paper, like the 4th paper. So that tells you how into my books I was, and YouTubing at the time was just not gonna happen. I didn't have the time, nor did I have the energy. I just was not feeling doing anything YouTube related or social media related, period. Like, I was barely active on social media. I didn't really get on TikTok. I didn't play like my little games that I like to play. I didn't do any of that. I was 100% focused on earning my degree, and I am so glad that I did it because it all paid off in the end. So proud of myself for that. The entire process, out of a 10, I would give it an 8 out of 10 because, like I said, it wasn't a difficult degree, but the capstone part of it all really was like the, yo, do I really want this degree? But the capstone is your last term. I don't want to say semester because it's not really a semester. It's your last term. And if you've gone all the way up to your last term, there is no reason that you need to be quitting, because you don't work too hard for this degree. You're not gonna come to the end and just like, nah, we're gonna work through it. But I survived, I lived. I don't want to like show you all copies of my paper, but I will insert like a clip of like a brief part of like one of my essays, because I do still have the copies of it. I'm gonna frame those because I worked my behind off for them. So graduation was May 7th, I believe, at 6:30, and I did not attend it. I didn't attend the physical graduation, nor did I attend the virtual graduation, but they did send me like a short video, and I'll insert that video so you all can see it, of what played over the virtual graduation. I officially have my master's in legal studies. It doesn't really open that many career positions, but considering I wanted to go to law school, I felt like getting that degree was a good jump start to like, do I really want to go to law school, or am I just saying I want to go to law school because everybody's saying you should go to law school, you should go to law school, or because I told everybody I'm going to law school, I'm going to law school. So if you are interested in law school, going to law school, but you're not like 100% sure and you want somewhat of a gap year, I highly suggest you either work as a paralegal or earn your master's in legal studies, because honestly, it is a really good eye-opener to whether or not you want to go to law school or not. I feel like it, even though I haven't started law school, I feel like it gives you a good idea of what law school will be expectant of you, if that makes sense. So that is where we are with that degree. Thank you all for supporting me, for the ones who did keep up with me on my Facebook, my Instagram, or Snapchat, because I did post like live updates as I was posting everything. So thank you all for that motivation. But yeah, your girl got her degree. I'm so excited, I'm so happy, so proud of myself. So the next thing that I wanted to give you all like an update about is, like I mentioned, I did turn 23 this year. It is my Jordan year, and this year finally I was able to celebrate my birthday, not the way I wanted to, but that's a story time for another day. But I did get to celebrate it. Me and my best friend, we went to Houston, Texas for a few days. I think we got there on Sunday and we left on Wednesday. I enjoyed myself, to say the least. We left early that morning, y'all. I think our flight that Sunday morning was at like, I think we took off at like 6 or 7 a.m. So it was early rise. My best friend drove all the way from Greenville to come. So if she ever sees this video, thank you, girl. I love you so much for coming. I'm so ready to go back. Houston was so fun. If you are, honestly, Houston has attractions for everybody's age groups. First night my brother drove. He actually came and picked us up from the airport because he's in the Army and is currently stationed at Fort Hood. So he came down and picked us up from the Houston airport and took us to our Airbnb, and then he stayed with us that night. Later that night we went to Camp Houston. I'm not gonna say it was a bad experience, but I definitely suggest everybody, if you ever go to Camp Houston, to go later in the night, like after 10, because that's when it really starts to liven up and pick up. Because when it's earlier, it's still light outside, and like the lit people don't come out until later at night. And so we were leaving when everything started to crank up, and I was so sad. I was like, dang, we should have got here later. But that's what we did the first night. Then the second day we pretty much just explored downtown Houston. We walked around town, we went to Post, and then we also went and did putt-putt, and I lost again. I don't know why I keep losing in putt-putt, but something got to give. Somebody didn't let me win. Because why do I keep losing? And then, oh my gosh, what else did we do? That night we had dinner at Papado's Seafood. Like, I know that place, it's like a chain restaurant. I know it's not just in Houston, but one of the judges at my job recommended that place, and I tried it and it was actually really good. She recommended the Swamp Thing drink. So good. It's like it's like a slushy, but it's like thick. And it does have alcohol in it, so if you're not 21 and older, please do not try to order one. But it was really good. And then we pretty much bar hopped. They weren't closed. So yeah, we bar hopped the rest of the night and into my birthday. So I was in the middle of Prospect Park when the clock struck 12 in Houston. So back home it was already my birthday. So I was getting messages when it was just 11 o'clock for me, because their back home was an hour ahead here in South Carolina. So I was getting messages. I'm like, dang, my birthday is not here yet. Leave me alone. But when 12 o'clock hit in Houston, I was like, it's my birthday. I was so excited. And then we pretty much slept the whole day, like the whole first part of my birthday. That morning, we did go out to brunch to Lost and Found for brunch that morning. I got a turkey burger and sweet potato fries, and I forgot what my best friend got. She got wings. He was in something else. If y'all see the lights flickering, the light in the room is about to blow, so just ignore that. But we did brunch and then we went back to the Verbo. I keep saying Airbnb, it's like Verbo, but it's like Airbnb, but it's Verbo. We went back to the house and we slept. And that was on me because I was still trying to recover. Plus I was just tired. And then we got ready and we had dinner at this place called Garden Grace. If you have never been to Garden Grace, I highly recommend going. The food was amazing, the service was amazing, the ambiance amazing. It just so beautiful out there. We are ready to go back just for that restaurant. It was so nice. Oh, the food, oh, it was so nice. I want to go back just to go eat at Garden Grace. So I highly recommend for like anniversary, birthday. It's like grown vibes in this, so don't go in there acting how you would at camp in Garden Grace, because it's not that type of party. Waiters are pouring your wine, they're bagging your food at the table and leaving it on a little hook on the side. It's very much grown, so don't go in there acting like you would at the club. Don't do that, because I'm gonna look at you crazy. The people are gonna look at you crazy and probably call the police and kick you out. So don't do that. Don't be that person. But oh, it was so nice. I want to go back so bad. And then what else? Oh, I got so much I want to talk about. Then it was the fun part, and I think I'm actually gonna leave this for like a story time in another video. But our trying to get home, it was a lot. This video is already long, so I'm gonna make that like its own, either its own separate video or it's gonna be a part of a vlog. If I do a daily vlog and I'm in the car or something, I'll tell you all about that. But don't let me forget. Don't let me forget, because I will. And I'm not even kidding, I will forget. But our flight home was crazy. I ended up not getting my luggage until the next day. It was crazy. But I 10 out of 10 recommend, if you ever get the opportunity to go to Houston, please do. There is so much to do. There was so much to do that we didn't get to do there. Then there was the thing, oh, it was so nice. I highly recommend going to Houston. So the final thing that I wanted to talk about, and the thing that I'm most excited about, which if you all have been paying attention to me running my mouth, because that's all I do, I will be starting law school on August 30th. I will be starting my 1L year, so you all, fingers crossed that it is everything that I want it to be. I will be starting out with, and oh, I don't even remember the classes. I'll put the names of the 3 classes that I will be taking starting August 30th. I will be attending Concord Law School. It is an online law school. Now there are some things that work differently with it being an a completely online law school. And if you all would like a video about that, please leave a comment below, because I feel like, considering I don't live in California and don't plan on living in California, this is a very non-traditional way at attending law school and obtaining my JD degree. So if you'd like a more in-depth video about this, like how the Concord Law School process works, please let me know and I will happily film one of those, because I need some ideas anyway. So why don't I just give y'all content that you want? So yeah, I did get accepted, and the little placement test is not, I'm not gonna say it's not like the LSAT like they told me, because I've taken the LSAT twice, and then I've also taken Concord Law School's entrance exam, and they tell you it's not like the LSAT, but it is very similar to the LSAT. Instead of there being like a logic game section, a comprehension section, and a reading section, they kind of combine the 3, and they give you like 20-some questions that you have to complete within 2 hours. So it's like you're getting logic games combined with comprehension combined with reading. So it's like a baby LSAT, even though that's not what they tell you. They're like, oh no, it's not similar to the LSAT. It is. It is. And I thought I did terribly on it, and I said all that to say this: I scored high enough on that placement test to not have to vouch for why I deserve a seat in the law school. So I was immediately accepted into the school. It was so nerve-wracking. I'm like, oh my gosh, my dreams are finally coming true, because you know I've always wanted to go to law school, and I knew if law school didn't work out, I don't know what I was gonna do. I have no backup. I have like a backup plan, but like no backup plan, if that makes sense. Like if law school ended up not working out, I was just gonna go ahead and move to Charlotte and figure it out on my own. But thank God I did get into law school, so I don't have to worry about that. Now, I did mention that this is a very non-traditional way at attending law school. So with that being said, I want to make a promise to you all that I will document this journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, because I want you all to see that for the people who didn't know about the online version of law school, this is an opportunity for you. Now granted, there are some states, and like I said, I can do a whole sit down video on this, there are some states that do not allow for you to practice there with your JD that you earn from Concord. Yet I don't want to say that they will never allow you to practice, because I'm not sure, I'm not the one that has to make that call, but there is a possibility that you can never practice there, my home state being one, and I'm not mad about it because I had no intentions of practicing here anyway. But I do want to promise that I will document this entire journey starting like a week or so before classes start, because that's usually typically when I want to get back into the flow. I want to get back in, I want to get my meal schedule right, I want to get my sleep schedule right. My classes open for viewing a week before the actual start date, so I want to be able to write down everything in my planner, make sure I have time to do everything that I want to do, keep my daily maintenance, sleeping, eating, and have time for homework, and keep a social life. So I got a lot that I want to make sure that I am able to keep up with during this journey. So you guys are gonna hold me accountable, because I want to give you content on this journey, because it's gonna take 4 years. That's 4 years of content versus the 3 that you would get if I was attending a traditional law school, which, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with attending a traditional law school, but like I said, sometimes that is not immediately available to everybody. Sometimes that's not the route people want to go, and some people just don't know about this this path. So I want to make everyone aware of it, so they can all have the same opportunity as I did. But yeah, y'all, I done got started talking. I could go for another 20 minutes. But I'm not going to, because this video is already 20 minutes and there's not much editing, chopping that I'm gonna actually be able to do to this, because I was talking and giving information the entire time. But that's okay, because just as long as you watch the whole video, you can watch it in parts. That's all I care about. Just watch the whole video, because all of it is really good. I think it's pretty much sums up where I've been, like my life since the last time you've seen me. I'm not even gonna say since the last time you've seen me, since the last time I was consistent on here. It pretty much sums up my life. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and listening to me rant. Like I said earlier, thank you for returning if you're a returning viewer, and thank you for viewing. If this is your first time seeing me, I would love to see you come back for another video. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications so you get notified whenever I upload. But that is all that I have for you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next week with a new video. Bye.